welcome back to Super Chat. I'm your host, Just Jess, and I'm here with Brian Martin, Mike Worth. Brian, you're a trivia host.
I am indeed a trivia
Still
host.
going strong.
Still doing that.
Still
asking the questions and occasionally getting a good answer.
There you go. There you go. Mike Worth, an artist. What have you been working on?
Still an artist.
Still an artist.
Still an artist.
Doing that. Still doing it. He's got a really cool display. We're going to talk about it at the end of the show. Spoiler, I don't want it to give it away, but you can go check it out in Charlotte for a little bit longer, right?
My show?
Yeah, your show.
My show is over.
It's over. Never mind. Well, we're going to tell you about how great it was and how you missed it, and that sucks for you. We're sorry. Supergirl. Supergirl had a really great premiere, and the main topic of conversation has been Rain. Who is this chick? So we see this character, Sam, bump into Alex, I think it was Alex or Maggie, with her daughter, and she's super nice. And she's even making sure her daughter apologizes, which I love that little extra bit there to show her niceness. But she's going to turn into the big bad this season. Predictions on how this character, Rain, is going to go from sweet, loving mom to, and then we're about to see this zombie right now. Watch this. Oh. Something's connected there. She started developing her powers. She doesn't know what's going on yet. We kind of only know because of spoilers on the internet. So how do you think this woman who is a sweet, loving mom starts experiencing these powers? How do you think she's going to go from good to bad?
They're not going to kill the kid, are they?
I'm wondering if they're going to kill the kid.
It's like you don't bring a kid in when you're going to turn somebody into a supervillain without doing something horrible to a child. But I mean, like at the same time, it's Supergirl.
I know.
I don't know.
That's my question: is Ruby gonna die? Because essentially there needs to be something to bring out her evil. But online I've read a lot about that her path will be self-discovery, and that's kind of what's going to turn her evil. So she doesn't know she's one of these world killers that in the New 52 comic books were created by Kara Zor-El's father. And so he created these 5 world killers. I don't know if we'll see any other ones, but they exist, and she doesn't know her origins. So maybe that's why we're seeing that connection with the zombie mother. I do not know. Mm-hmm. Are you guys familiar with the world killers at all?
Not remote.
No.
School us.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I did. And
there were 5?
And that is the extent of my world killer knowledge. You can Google it. Another big point to this whole episode was Grumpy Kara. Her character development throughout this episode, how'd you feel about it?
I mean, it kind of reminded me of like Supergirl, like I guess, or Earth 2 Supergirl, Power Girl, right? Who was left after the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Kara was dead, so it was like the bright side was gone. So we had only dark, vengeance.
Almost like, what was it, red kryptonite? The red kryptonite version of her.
But without the onslaught. She was just really down and grumpy.
I think I think this show is at its best when it's taking time to be really personal with her.
Yes.
And at the risk of the show, like a show about a superpowered superhero going into this sort of generic kind of chick show territory, this was really, it was good that the focus was narrowed on her. It was nice to see a familiar trope of chick TV, like, oh, my boyfriend broke up with me and I'm going to spend a week
being sad,
mourning about that. But now we're seeing it through the lens of like a superhero show. And I don't think you could pull that off necessarily on Arrow or Flash.
No,
so
you can't.
I kind of appreciated that.
And maybe it's because the lead is female.
Yeah, I mean.
And speaking of female leads, I think it's great that the villain is a female. And it's not, they're not force feeding us female power in the show, but it's so well done that it is, you know what I mean? And I like that it's like it'll be a girl battle in the end. It reminds me of the show The 100. If you haven't watched The 100 on the CW, it's very girl power heavy too. Another powerful girl in the show is Alex Danvers, and we know that her and Maggie are planning their wedding, but we also know that there have been rumblings of, I guess, Trouble in Paradise coming later in the season. Do you expect them to implode this wedding at some point?
Alex Danvers has been like gay for what, like 3 months?
Yeah, she's
I feel like we rushed into. I mean, like, look, if I had a friend who had been gay for literally 10 years, and had met somebody 3 months ago and was like, yeah, I'm going to marry this person, I'd be like, maybe you should stop.
How long has it actually been? I think it's been.
I guess it's been
a whole season.
I guess it's been like 10 months.
I
guess.
She's, how old is she? I don't know.
This is a major life transition.
It is a major life transition, but I like them as a couple. I don't want to see it implode, especially because it's like, that's I think a trope too, to like not kill off the lesbian, but like implode their wedding. I think that I want to see it happen. But I
definitely don't need lesbians in refrigerators being the new.
No,
new
yeah,
thing, that's
but
for sure.
I think
don't
that.
Go that far.
No, I think that Alex. There's going to be a bit of adversity because it's Maggie's dad is coming in episode 3. Episode 3 is going to be a lot of daddy issues. John Jones is going to.
We've never met Maggie's dad, have we?
No, we have not. But I believe that she had like a lot of problems with her parents accepting her, and so
when she came out. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's going to add a lot of adversity to their situation in episode 3. So that might put things off. But we do know the crossover episode has a wedding. We know it's going to be Barry and Iris, but there's supposed to be another wedding. So it could be this.
Yeah.
It could be Olicity. I don't think so. It
Grodd
could be
and Killer Frost.
Yeah. Oh, what would that hashtag be?
Well, the
Frostdrilla.
Daxamite.
It could be Joe and Cecile from The Flash.
Oh, that's a
but
good point.
I'm like, this is the obvious wedding. Although if they're planning a very big wedding, it may take longer. But episode 3, we're gonna see more daddy issues, and including those with John Jones. His dad is gonna appear, and poor John Jones has kind of lived his life lost as an alien on Earth. And then when he is going to re-meet with his father, he's gonna find that he's lost a lot of his Martian qualities too. How do you feel about the development of John Jones as a character? This moment was super touching when Alex asked him to walk her down the aisle.
That was nice.
It was precious. Did you guys get all the feels?
Marginal feels.
Marginal feels.
Definitely marginal feels on that one. I like that character a lot, and it's so. I think it's kind of rare in pop fiction to see Martian Manhunter get any sort of his due.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Justice League. He's not in the Justice League movie. Nobody knows who this guy is unless you watch the cartoons. Really,
Yeah,
that's been the biggest
true.
outlet for him, and I loved him on that. And I like that he's got such a large part on this.
Yes, and I think they're going to bring back his little love interest at some point.
Megan?
Megan.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Martian.
It's a little age difference there.
Yeah, I feel weird about that.
Like, how old is he really?
I
And
guess
then
we
what
never
does it
know.
matter? Like
In
if
Martian years, it doesn't
if he's
really-
like 300, you can date. You can do like 500 plus, 100 over, kind of thing.
Maybe he's like the Michael
Martian
Douglas of
get down, I don't know.
Martians too.
He could
You
be.
just go like 30 years
It's
younger.
just like the Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Mars.
Although she's not that young now either. Now he's got to downgrade to a younger age. No, don't.
Oh,
do
He was the
jeez.
coolest character on that episode. Like every time people were like, "Oh my God," he was like,
Flipping out.
"We've got this, guys," and he like really was
Under control.
He was like, oddly cool throughout the whole thing.
David Harewood's a good actor. I appreciate him. I liked him when he used to live here, and he was on Homeland. We got to interview him. A fun Easter egg from this episode, if you're a Smallville fan, the recasting of Kara's mother is now the girl who played Lois
Erica
in
Durance,
Smallville.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, I know that person,
Yeah.
but I can't tell. And
She's Lois Lane.
Yeah.
So I love that they kind of just keep throwing people in from all these shows. That's nice. It's cool, and gives them more work. But why do you think that Rain is seeing Zombie Mom? Is there is it safe to say there's a connection between Kara and this Rain character, like familial?
Well, there's a ship, right?
Yeah.
Lodged under the shore.
I think that
don't
was
know
her
where-
baby ship.
Wherever that place
And
is.
what are the odds everyone just keeps landing in this same place? Like
Good
everybody's.
reception, apparently.
Yeah,
so-
like move a town away and you're fine. Like nothing's going on.
yeah, that
People
does seem,
super
Living in
silence.
National City,
Does seem
like,
weird.
just crazy. We're going to take a look at the trailer for Supergirl's episode next week, and we'll be right back to talk about The Flash.
She hit 2 banks back to back.
According to reports, she walked right in the front door.
Put the bag down.
She's more powerful than any psychic I've ever encountered.
She's targeting people's fear.
What brought the girl of steel to her knees? Here's a powerful tool.
Supergirl, all new episode Monday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.